Thomas Jr. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Lions and the Bears on Sunday night primetime.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this primetime contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe first guy he is. He'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Williams starting with a pass here. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Going to the ground again on first. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give on second to Benson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Chicago first down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's now third down.
Working from the gun, Williams finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. Williams on the play action. Buying some time right.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Benson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Looking for a throw here. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. That's to the rookie out of Michigan State. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears pushing for points. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Williams to throw on first. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's Williams. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and just 2 to go. Williams to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears get some late points and the lead. Butker with the extra point. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's trying to push the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. He's looking deep once again. That's complete inside the 35. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down, Detroit.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Let's go. Setting up a throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Second and 10 now. Gets everything he has under this throw. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception. Just pass, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Bears 10.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
A final throw before the break. First play, he's going for it to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will extend their lead as time expires in the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lion. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out. The Lions and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Hand off here to Lloyd. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to the air here. Gets it complete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. They're going play action. Throwing deep for the end zone. Yeah, that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now, after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Third and 4 coming up now. Here's a throw. Complete left side to Thomas. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. This is hauled in by Lloyd. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Hauled in left side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2 yards on the pickup, and that'll be 1st down Detroit.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Has some room to work. Is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, shot.
Benson now from the gun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Williams will look to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
This reeled in by Benson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get... Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the first.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding
offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll try and throw it here. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Detroit. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It is Cup, left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Here we go,
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Looking slant route, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears make it an 18-point game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Putting the tight end in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Caught, nice gain left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Able to find Lloyd here. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll throw it. He's going deep. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Back to throw, needing a first. That's cut beyond the marker. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see, it's 1st and goal. On the give, it's Lloyd. Scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. First down throw by Williams. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
To throw is Williams. Oh, he's in trouble here, and he'll go down. The Lions got him. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second.
Let's go now. Take go.
Trying again, following the sack. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
Now Williams. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Lions will go on offense. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. They'll throw to begin this drive. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is brought in at the 15. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep running away with this. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as we say so long from Chicago.